Yo, what's good everybody? Welcome back to another video. Right now we're going to be going over the new Kara uh, Pursuit. This one is basically based off of the Ford Raptor. It's just a police variant. This is what it looks like stock, everything not even customized yet. Looks pretty good, I feel like customization is probably going to be the same exact stuff, just maybe here and there is taken off. Um, yeah, let's go on ahead and go customize it real quick.
What were you looking for?
So for this, I'm gonna play it by ear to see what looks good. We're gonna, give it the usual armor and brakes, yada yada. So front bumpers, honestly, I'm probably gonna go with the painted heavy duty bumper. I just like my truck looking beefy and aggressive, but also gets rid of the ground clearance. It's not as much ground clearance. For the rear, I don't know if I want to go for something beefy or just typical, like your typical Ford rear bumper. But honestly, kind of a tough pick here. Uh, honestly, I may or may not do the roll pan bumper. It's just the typical Ford one. Kind of gives it a nice, standard, I guess, look you could say. And then jumping on over, finishing engine, exhaust. Exhaust, I don't like how it's on the side there. I kind of want to put it in the back, like right there. Not like that one, like just the side one. Just looks more normal out of all the exhausts. Fenders, of course, we have to have painted fenders. You can't just leave them all plasticky like that. Kind of white may or may not look good. Depends on what kind of build you're going for. The grill, kind of a tough choice. I kind of wish we could hide the intercooler, but whatever. For the hood, we got pretty much all the options here from the original. I feel like the stock one looks good, but also the middle intake looks good. I feel like that one looks a little more normal, more standard issue. Kind of wish there's a flat hood option. For livery, we have just the usual. Honestly, that's about it. Nothing different from all the previous ones. All of them are LSPD, LS State, Highway, or all that stuff. But I'm gonna be going the sheriff for this one. It's like a sheriff stealth would probably go good for a ghost unit though. I think this thing would go really well with a ghost unit. But we're just gonna be going with the sheriff because I mean, like, come on, sheriff and pickup trucks is kind of the usual. Um, let's see, we got equipment. So aerials. These aerials are actually kind of cool because there's not speed sensors on the top like the usual. Like Tech-Array 4.0 usually has speed sensors, honestly, all over the roof. But I'm not seeing them anywhere. So honestly, I'm sticking with the 4.0 just because I like to have antennas. I don't really like the way the speed sensors look to begin with. The antennas do look really well just by themselves.
Life is hard when you can have anything.
But yeah, and then we're going to move on to searchlights. I'm probably going to do the raised dual searchlights because this will be an off-road. We're going to want as much lighting as possible. An emergency lighting, you have just everything else before, nothing new. You have the New York style, you got the slick top, you got the regular bar, you got the surfboard bar, I forget. Let's see, patrol. I like the basic push bar. That one's not too big, not too small. You gotta have a push bar. It's a cop car, but these other ones are just too large. Like, they're comically large almost. It just doesn't look good. So I'm gonna stick with the basic because that just looks the most normal. Racks. Probably not gonna put any racks on. I'm kind of considering the black sport bar, but I feel like it blocks a little bit of the rear glass lights. So I'm probably not gonna do that. Even though it does look good, it matches. And I'll have to come back to that later on, of course, but respray, we're just going to see what it looks like in different colors. I'm probably going to keep it black and white. I feel like it looks great in white, honestly. Like a straight up white or even just a straight up black, it looks really good in. It just, I don't know, it just looks so clean. And my controller died. Technical difficulties. Anyway. Yeah, black just looks really good on here, but I'm probably just gonna stick with the regular, the roof. It's a bit of a tough decision. I do like the way the black looks. It kind of looks more normal, but the white, you also don't want to put too much black, so white might do good. I don't know, it's a bit of a tough choice, but I'm probably gonna go with black for this one. Again, it's a pretty tough choice though. I don't know. I'll have to come back to it, honestly. There's a lot of stuff I'll have to come back to. But anyway, suspension, I feel like lowered suspension might be the best because this thing is raised pretty high. It's almost a little too tall, but that also means that we get rid of our clearance, unfortunately, but might keep it stock for now. Again, check back with it later. For wheels, that's honestly a really tough one. There's so many wheels like this one. The freaking, what is that one called? The Nevis looks pretty good. I like the, I kind of like these ones, but that one and the police issue Steelies look probably the closest, but I'm gonna go with the concave Steely just because, I don't know, it just looks a little bit more normal, but it also gives it a bit of a Super Duty vibe, which is not what I'm trying to go for. Again, we'll get back to that. Windows, I'm obviously gonna want light smoke. Yeah, I think light smoke just looks the best. And that is pretty much everything, so we're gonna go on ahead now and test drive it. See how it handles. It should be the exact same as the original. Well, I mean, it looks good. I like the way it looks. The lights look cool. Only issue is I think there's a bug with the light bar because the amber lights are staying on as well as the additional lighting that's staying on. It's supposed to be flashing. I don't know if that's just a bug or something new Rockstar's doing because it's not the same on all the other patrol vehicles. It's just the Jeep in this one. So probably a bug, but looks pretty good. I love the way the lights look. The truck just looks so beefy and off-roady. You know, I really like it. It looks really good. I like it. It honestly, I hope it gets added into the server. But yeah, I mean, only issue is this truck is known for being top heavy. So hitting bumps at high speeds, you're likely to roll over. But let's go somewhere off-roady. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and hit this hill, see what it does. Just kind of get an idea. Honestly, it really should be just the same as the OG. I mean, again, it's like the same thing, just with lights. However, sometimes the police issue stuff is like a couple miles per hour slower. No idea why. Just something that Rockstar did. Which kind of seems opposite because police departments usually soup up their vehicles to have better engines and transmissions than the civilian version, but yeah, that's whatever. Ground clearance is not the best on this thing. Again, it's probably because I chose the beefy ass bumper. I might have to go switch that up later on, not sure yet. But honestly, it's doing good so far, you know, going up the hills as it should. Flying over this hill, I might lose it, maybe not. Oh, good heavens. Bunch of bumps. Can't see, and did I just lose my light bar? That is my light bar right next to me. Okay. So note to self, the light bar falls off extremely easily. So any rollover accident you have, that light bar is going to be gone. Good thing is this truck does look great as a slick top. Yeah, so light bar's just not bolted on as great as the other cars, I suppose. I wonder if it's the same way as the Jeep, not too sure, but yeah. I guess just be careful if you like your light bar. But yeah, this thing looks great. I love it. I went and drove it off into the water at one point, and it went across that lake, or excuse me, that river pretty easily. It's honestly pretty good. It's great. Probably one of the fastest off-road ones we have. Obviously, I've not compared it with the Jeep yet, but as far as I know, this is probably the fastest. If not, then it would be the Jeep that's the fastest, because obviously that Durango's not going to be any faster. But yeah, honestly, looks good. But we're gonna go mess around with some people. Honestly, one of my favorite things to do is just kind of mess with people as a cop, like just kind of chase them down and see what they do. Some of them either RPG me or gun me down immediately or whatever. Cool thing is this thing actually has a lock-on jammer, so missiles from any homing missiles cannot lock onto me. You can do that with, I believe, every single police car now. I have it added onto this truck so far. With a trade price, this has costed me about 4.6 million. That's including the upgrades as well as the missile lock-on jammer upgrades, including the price of the truck of buying it for the trade price. I want to say without the trade price, it is about 5.1. I forget. Anyway, I would highly suggest getting the trade price because it saves you about $1.3 million. Pretty good. This guy killed me earlier while I was just driving by in my truck, and so we're gonna go on ahead and get some revenge on him. I really love the fact that we can go code 2 though, so we don't have to go with lights and sirens the whole time. Watch this. He thinks he's gonna get in his jet, and he teleported. Okay, dead. He's dead. Yeah, honestly, this truck just looks great. It looks really freaking good. Yeah. As with every DLC, there's always bugs and glitches, like this Vincent lockup I tried to do. Of course, it wouldn't let me deliver it, but while I was waiting for it to stop glitching, I just found this other guy. So, you know, we're starting to chill. We're chilling. We're gonna go chase some people. Honestly, that's what cops do. Still missing my light bar, but that's okay. Yeah, let's go see what we can do. Some mischief. What's this guy doing? We're gonna try to pull him over. Oh. Oh, shots fired, shots fired. Okay, oh, it's the guy from earlier. He was kinda nice. I don't know why he's letting up this guy, though. But, hey, we gotta help out our officers. He hopped off the motorcycle so he can auto-aim. No bueno. Oh my gosh.